Hello, thank you for taking a moment to watch this video. And on this training, we're going to be talking about fields that exist in Zoho that will be created on the PhoneBurner side whenever you start a dial session within your Zoho account. And more specifically, we're going to be talking about the type of field that's referred to as a text field. This is going to be the most common field type that is created within the PhoneBurner system when you are calling contacts that originate from Zoho. Now, as a quick overview, PhoneBurner will actually create three types of fields based off of the types of data it receives from Zoho. Either a date field, text field, or a checkbox field. Anything that doesn't fit within checkbox or date field will be created on the PhoneBurner side as a text field. Now, one of the nice things about this is any data that's in some other type of field, like a drop-down menu field or something like that, will still come over to PhoneBurner. You'll still have access to be able to review that information. We just can't create a field type for every type that you have in Zoho at this time. So the information will be visible and it can be edited during a dial session. And let me show you what that might look like. So here you can see I've got this new custom field 1. It's got new custom fields data in it. I'm going to go ahead and start a dial session. Okay, so here you can see I've got my contact Kyle up. And here's that new custom field 1 and the data in here. I can edit this information during a dial session. Any updates I make during the dial session will be sent back to Zoho once I disposition this call. So let's say I had a conversation with Kyle and he was interested, so I click they are interested, and I move on to my next contact. Of course, that ends this session. Let's go back to Zoho, and we're going to refresh Kyle's contact information. And here you can see that field, new custom field 1, has been updated. Now, in an effort to protect you and your data, one thing that we do is if this data is blanked out, if somebody deletes all that data during a dial session, we will not replace it or update it in Zoho. Let me show you. So here we are calling Kyle again. We can see the information new custom fields updated is on the record in PhoneBurner. But let's say one of your reps accidentally deletes everything in that field. When they disposition that call, and move on to the next record, PhoneBurner will send that information back to Zoho. However, PhoneBurner will not allow a blank field to be posted back to Zoho. And by doing that, we protect your data from accidentally getting wiped out. So let's go ahead and refresh this. You'll see that all of the information is there still. But what happens if you have a field that has a lot of data in it? Let's go down to our field here for a multi-line text. Let's edit this. I'm going to go ahead and put a lot of information in here. I'm going to go ahead and save that. So you can see we got tons of details in here, right? Now, what's that going to look like in PhoneBurner? Let's go ahead and launch a dial session. Okay, so when we're calling a contact that has a lot of information in one of those fields, let's go ahead and end this call, and then let's go find that. And that field was our custom multi-text on contacts, and here you can see the text that was in there was replaced with a comment that says Zoho synchronization skipped. The content is larger than 255 characters. That is also to protect your data. On the PhoneBurner side, we only allow text fields up to 255 characters. And if we were to allow you to bring over all of that data, then what would happen is it would get truncated. So you'd have a field that may have 1,000 characters in it. It's going to get truncated on PhoneBurner side down to 255. And then when PhoneBurner posts it back to Zoho, it's going to overwrite that data on the Zoho side. So what we do to protect that data is anytime we see a field come over from Zoho that has more than 255 characters, we will replace it with this text. And your team would just need to ignore that field in PhoneBurner, because any changes to this field during a dial session will replace the information back in Zoho. So anyway, that's a little overview of how we manage data in PhoneBurner when it's a text field. I hope this helps you better understand how the data flows between the two systems. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video, and happy dialing.